K Black Boxing, coming to you with another video. Well, Ortiz versus Wilder is off, and Stiverne versus Wilder is on. Am I excited about Stiverne versus Wilder? Absolutely not, because we already seen it already. And Stiverne haven't did anything to improve. Actually, he haven't fought in about 2 years. Okay, after he fought Wilder, I think he fought maybe one more time after that. And by the time him and Wilder get in the ring, it's gonna be close to 2 years since Stiverne haven't even stepped in the ring. So it's nothing he's gonna be able to do to offer. He ain't gonna be able to put up anything that's gonna cause Deontay Wilder any problems. I'm just being honest, man. The only thing different gonna happen in this fight, because he got his ass whooped before in the first fight. The only thing gonna be different from this fight, he's gonna get his ass whooped, but he's gonna get knocked out this time. You know, potentially, like I said, he might actually get put in the funeral home. You know, Stiverne has definitely been a thorn to the side of Wilder. And Wilder stated that he want to seriously injure that guy, seriously hurt him. Since he been, just talking a whole bunch of shit, It's a lot of people that hate Wilder, but Stiverne he's leading the pack when it come to hate, man. He really hates the guy. So they got to fight, man, November, man. One thing I'm going to say, at least he getting that shit out the way, Ortiz, man, you fucked up big time. You had an opportunity to fight for a title. Guarantees you're going to get a lump sum of money, a nice payday while doing it. And if you would have beat Wilder, you'd have been the first person to beat him, man. You definitely would have been going on your quest to try to become an undisputed fighter or a unified fighter, unify some of the titles. But blood pressure or not, or whatever the case may be, since the medicine you was taking, whether you had a prescription or not, could mask PEDs or, any illegal substance. It was red flags when they had no choice, man. Deontay Wilder wanted to fight Ortiz anyway, but he left it up to the WBC, and the WBC ruled that, the fight couldn't go on. So Ortiz will have nobody to blame but himself for trying to, it wasn't that hard to say I'm taking high blood pressure medicine. They weren't going to stop you from the fight. But since you try to hide it, and like they said, they can hide, taking that medicine can mask PED usage. So they ain't taking no chances, man. So even if you really have high blood pressure, and this really was the case, we will never know now because of the fight being canceled because of that, man. So and he probably going to, he already up in age. They say he's 38, but many people, think he's definitely older than that. So his career is at the end. He don't have no more big shots. He already did this twice already, being popped with banned substances. So he ain't gonna get no more shots at the titles, man. I'm telling you that right now. It's not gonna happen. So hey, maybe him and Shannon Briggs will get it on later on, once Ortiz come back from suspension, if that happens. Who knows? But I don't want motherfuckers to blame Wilder, man, because Wilder did everything he could possibly do to try to get this fight, Stiverne, like I said, was thorn in his side, and he even paid him a lump sum of money, a nice lump sum of money for him to step aside because Stiverne's acting like a bitch. First and foremost, Deontay Wilder wanted to fight the other title holders. He wanted to be unified, because unifications trump mandatories, but the other fighters didn't want to get in the ring with him. So he didn't want to fight Stiverne. He really, truly didn't want to fight Stiverne at all. So what he did, he's like, you know what? I'll do what I have to do in order to fight the next best opposition, which was Ortiz. A lot of people believe that Ortiz is the best heavyweight fighter outside of the title holders. And some, he's better than some of the title holders. Who knows, So he did everything he had to do. So Stiverne was, like I said, acting like a bitch. He didn't wanna even take the step aside money, but they upped the ante. He took it because they gave him a nice lump sum, even put him on the undercard, and gonna say, and he still was gonna be the mandatory of the winner of the fight. So he's gonna basically collect 3 paydays. Um, the step aside money, and then he's gonna get a check for fighting Brazil. Then he would have got the check for fighting the winner of Ortiz and Wilder. But now he been elevated right to Ortiz. He don't have to fight Brazil. Now he just been elevated right to fight Wilder. He still got the step aside money, so he's still gonna make a decent payday fighting Wilder too. And he's gonna run off into the sunset, man, because he ain't gonna do shit, man. Like I said, he's gonna get his ass whooped this time. Even I see a brutal knockout real early too, in Wilder versus Bermane Stiverne fight. Wilder been out of the ring for a while. It was like 9 months by the time they fight, and that's a long time. So imagine being out of the ring for 2 years, like Stiverne, and fighting somebody who has the hardest punch in boxing than Wilder. We already know it's gonna recipe for disaster, man. The reason why Wilder was out that long is because he was truly trying to fight. He was trying to, like I say, he called out the title holders, Parker and Joshua many times, man. And it fell on deaf ears, so he did what he had to do. He was trying to fight the next best opposition, even paid step aside money and everything in order to try to get the fight. And old man Ortiz couldn't resist, taking the banned substance. So, like I said, many people gonna try to blame Wilder, even though he didn't take it. They gonna think that, even hear so many people in the comments talking about Wilder rigging up the test. Every time he's stepping up, these guys pop dirty and all that. Not blaming Povetkin and the other guy and Ortiz. They blaming Wilder. He didn't really want to fight him in the first place. He really didn't want to fight Povetkin in the first place, but he was going all the way over to Russia to fight the guy. He really didn't want to fight Ortiz in the first place, but he played step aside money to a mandatory in order to fight the guy. But this is how these people are. People are just lunatics, man. They're crazy. Whatever fit their narrative, they will say it, man. They know the hate for Deontay Wilder is real. But guess what? The love for him is stronger. And guess what? All those guys that pop dirty, evidently they seen something in Wilder that pose such a threat that they say, I can't go heads up with him clean. I have to pop dirty. I mean, I have to take some type of substance that's illegal in order to give me an edge. Because this guy is just that tough. It's 3 different guys, man. So evidently, Wilder is putting fear in these guys, man. He's putting fear in the other title holders, and he also is putting fear in the guys that want to and willing to step in the ring with him. Because they keep popping dirty, man. So if y'all oxymorons want to blame Wilder for this, for fighting the person that he don't even want to fight, but the WBC is telling him he has to fight this guy. I said he ain't been paid this guy step aside money in order to fight somebody else, and they pop dirty. It's not Deontay Wilder's fight. It's only so much this dude can do, man. Am I happy about this fight? Absolutely not. But you know what? What I'm gonna say is this. All these guys got their mandatories out the way. Okay? Parker got Fury out the way. Joshua is getting Pulev out the way. And now Wilder is getting Stiverne out the way. So next year, 2018, I accept nothing less from all 3 of these guys. Deontay Wilder, my man, 100 grand. And that's the facts. I'm rolling with him. But he has to get in the ring with those guys. No ifs and the buts, man. And if Joseph Parker and Anthony Joshua continue to act as if they're afraid and scared shitless of Deontay Wilder, I'm going to be on their necks the whole time, man. Because 2018, y'all got your mandatories out the way. Y'all got everything y'all had to possibly have to do. Ain't no damn way y'all should not be able to fight each other. Fuck tune-ups. Joshua, Parker, and Wilder have to fight each other. And I need an undisputed champion by next year in the heavyweight division. I'm not taking no shorts, man. Terrence Crawford proved that no matter what the promoters say, managers say, advisors say, it's up to the fighters. If the two fighters want to fight each other to become undisputed, Terrence Crawford just done it with Julius Ndongo. He's not undisputed right now. He's even moving up, but he done a task that seems to be impossible. So it's no excuse. All three of these dudes are in their primes. They all hold titles. They all undefeated. Man, get in the ring with one another, man. You know, the worst thing Deontay Wilder's gonna do to y'all is knock y'all out. That's the worst thing he's gonna do. Shit. You know, and people can say what they want to say about Wilder, man, but Wilder have lingering effects on fighters too. You know, he really do. Look at Spilker. When he fought his last fight, he ended up getting knocked out. And he was out of the ring for all that time before he fought that guy. Lingering effects. Stiverne, in his next fight after Wilder, got knocked down and basically won that fight. Barely won that fight. And he been out of the ring since then. Lingering effects of Deontay Wilder, man. So y'all can say what y'all want to say about Deontay Wilder, but Bomb Squad is here to stay. Bomb Squad all day. Hashtag Bomb Squad. Hashtag all day, man. And it is what it is. Deontay Wilder, in my opinion, I believe next year will be his year. And he's going to clean out the division. Y'all can run. And y'all can hide. But Deontay Wilder's going to find you. Man, it's K Black Boxing signing off. Like, comment, subscribe.